King Jesus, King Jesus. Well, folks, I hate to report the bad news, but look like we've been duped again. The American people. While we were sitting around worried about wars in the Middle East and the price of gas, the Germans have forged ahead and invented a car that don't even use gas. While our companies are busy uh, exporting jobs to China, the Germans still building their economy. That's why they want to get out the EU. Here is a new car from a new car company called QUANT. I guess QUANT represents quantum. QUANT Sports Limousine. Let me read you a little bit about it. It says, after making a debut at the 2014 Geneva Auto Show, the QUANT E SportsLimosine has received approval from Germany's TÜV SÜD. The car, which uses an electric flow cell power system, is now certified for use on German and European roads. The writer says, as I stood around waiting for NanoFlowCell's Geneva Motor Show press conference in March, my eyes bounced back and forth between the exotic curves of the concept car at center dais, the oddly punctuated letters of the make and model, and the bubbling tank of water that looks like they were ripped off the wall of an after-hours lounge. Then Nunzio La Vecchia sauntered out wearing his best jet black pompadour and made a bunch of bold claims about the 912 horsepower gold wing 2x2 and its bleeding edge flow cell technology. Everything about the scene suggests that it might very well have been the last we heard of the NanoFlowCell's QUANT E SportsLimosine. Promises of a magic bullet of energy storage made by a 3-month-old company, packaged with outlandish numbers like 0 to 62 miles per hour in 2.8 seconds, and a top speed of 236 miles per hour, hinted rather strongly that this car's technology and performance would only exist on paper. Given that a similarly outlandish quaint car, centered in a similar black-walled booth, introduced by a very different Nunzio La Vecchia company, had vaporized years earlier, it seemed a responsible assumption that the e-SportsLimosine would do the same. Just a few months after its debut, however, the car has resurfaced and taken a step forward. After an in-depth inspection of the car, the German TÜV SÜD in Munich handed over the official registration plate this week. Now the company will be able to test the car on public roads in Germany and Europe as it prepares it for series production. Quote, we are delighted as pioneers to be able to present an automobile driven by flow cell technology on public roads, and one which achieves not only fantastic performance values, but also zero emissions, says La Vecchia, tossing out a slightly revised set of numbers, including a projected top speed of over 350 miles per hour, acceleration from 0 to 100 in 2.8 seconds, a torque of 4 times 2,139 pound-feet, and a range of more than 400 kilometers or 373 miles. The flow cell system powering the QUANT E SportsLimosine's 4 electric motors develops electricity from an electrochemical reaction created by 2 electrolyte solutions. This electricity is forwarded to supercapacitors, where it is stored and distributed. The nanoflow cell QUANT E SportsLimosine at the 2014 Geneva show. Beyond fancy supercars, nanoflow cell sees its technology taking on a variety of applications. Presumably, it will work its way down to more affordable cars, but its perceived potential reaches far beyond the road's edge. We got major plans and not just within the automobile industry, says nanoflow cells AG Chairman of the Board, Professor Jens-Peter Ellerman. The potential for the nanoflow cell is much greater, especially in terms of domestic energy supplies, as well as in maritime, rail, and aviation technology. The nanoflow cell offers a wide range of applications as a sustainable, low-cost, and environmental-friendly source of energy. We'll wait to see the QUANT E SportsLimosine live up to its billing before we get too excited about the future expansion. Yeah, but while we're worrying about wars and saving the dollar, the Germans are forging ahead and building dream cars. I'm sure they're going to employ a lot of people. Let's look at this video. Car runs off with salt water. They call it electrolyte solution. The Germans really know how to build cars. You got to give it to them. Can't nobody do it better. Wow. Wow. Makes me happy.